So today's the culminating event for the Southeast Startup Challenge. We had 5 cities across the state of Georgia to help create startups in their community that were addressing community health challenges, and the winners from each of those local events came to Macon, Georgia at the Mercer Innovation Center so that we could crown the winner for the entire state.
We are together to try to identify public health challenges and then create an interdisciplinary team that can work together and develop a service of a product that can accomplish the goal of solving a public health issue.
So far, vast majority of the public health challenges have been addressed by the academic community through community coalitions and through assistance from the state and the federal government. Our approach was slightly different, where we want to engage local entrepreneurs, local individuals or groups of individuals who have entrepreneurial mindsets.
If you think about it, we need innovation in the public health space as much as anything we could do. So these individuals, these teams doing what they're doing, really I think is going to be helpful to how we look at public health going forward.
So a lot of the reasons why this event exists is to really mesh those in the public health sector having these problems and how technology can help them.
And so what we were trying to do through this event was to grow the startup ecosystems in each one of these communities by allowing them to connect with each other more so than they had in the past, and then to create challenges that people could focus on that are in mid-sized communities, knowing that they could scale the solutions that they create outside to all 5 communities that are in this network.
Augusta University received funding from Robert Wood Johnson Foundation in collaboration with theClubhou.se, that is the incubator in Augusta. We are here to support the development of the grant. Today, after the challenge, we'll be able to identify the 2 best teams, and we will start for the next 6 months working with them and try to move them to the next step.
We have 2 winners, and each of the companies that won will get $5,000 in cash as well as $20,000 in services to grow their business. And those services will be a combination of things from the university as far as assistance in trying to identify grants and pursue intellectual property protections, as well as from the actual spaces that are in the community. They'll get memberships in each one of those spaces and the ability to come and work out of those to try to grow their business into each of the 5 markets.
The product we're demoing today is called DisasterMed. It's a data management platform for disaster situations. So think about a disaster. People evacuate, they go to shelters, and they do so in a rush. Shelters are kind of chaotic, things are crowded. It's ideal conditions for disease to spread. The problem is that right now there's no system to identify infectious symptoms as well as medical needs for these evacuees. So let's say someone has tuberculosis, or you have another patient that's wounded or pregnant. There's no system that collects that data and allows you to help them. And that's what our platform does. We track symptoms, we tell you whether they need to be quarantined, we track medication and equipment data so that the government as well as Red Cross and other relief organizations can respond to them.
So we plan to use the prize or other non-dilutional grant funding for prototyping, for further development, and proprietary patenting, with the goal of piloting this hurricane season. So next year in 2019, we plan to launch at disaster conferences. So we have intentionally designed this surveillance technology to work in any low resource environment, such as military mass casualties. So really the possibilities are limitless with this technology.
We are an Explore Rewards app. We encourage physical activity by giving people a new reason to get out and go explore their own communities versus being a fitness tracker app. And we use local businesses and the rewards that they can offer people for making better choices to be more physically active and make healthier eating choices.
I would like to reward people for going out and exploring places that are local to them, or they could be in another city and explore things that are there. So it is the free Explore Rewards app.
We can see that there are minds out there, there are really smart individuals out there that are really interested in putting together their minds and trying to make a contribution to our solving public health issues. And they are also the individuals who have the entrepreneurial spirit. They give an entrepreneurial spin to all of these issues.
This is what innovation's all about, taking something good and making it in the market.
I want to see these individuals succeed. I saw a lot of potential in a lot of individuals today to help the economy, the health of individuals, and the wellness of society as a whole.
The entire project was meant to, as you'd call it a proof of concept. It wasn't meant to make a large impact. We were trying to see if this type of model has a merit. And so far, what I can tell from based on my own observations is that it does have a merit.